Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today I'm going to be working on the '89 Batmobile Stage 2. Let's go ahead and get the parts open. I've already opened the box. Hopefully it would be really cool if they all come in this type of packaging, because this is a second pack that's in the box like this. The box is a little bit more firm, it protects the parts a little bit better, and there is no well, it's biodegradable, unlike the plastic. So inside here, we have the first wheel for the Batmobile. Let me double check, nothing left in there. Like I said in the last video, those boxes are great to store your parts in as you're doing the build when they're not attached to an actual car, which it's going to be a while before we get to the point where the car is actually coming together. So inside here we have the hub, and we have this monstrous wheel. It's huge, and it is pretty stinking solid. And you can see in here, there is a pretty good impression. It is probably a good, well, let's grab the ruler and find out. It is about 1/4 of an inch, roughly. So that's going to take some effort to get it pushed in there, get this pushed in there, which is fine. Oh, another piece of cardboard. We have some A screws, and we have some D screws. And these screws are still left over from the first pack. We have the symbol, Batman symbol, and this part is metal. Batman symbol that goes on the wheels. Might have to, well, it would be cool if there was a mod for later on that you could backlight that like it is in the or no, it was not backlit. That was in the third Batman movie. So that looks really cool. And then you have the hub. Apologize, we just had the bug guy out to try and get rid of the ants that have suddenly come up. It's been raining here in Illinois lately, and so the ants are trying to escape from the water, and they come into the house. I'm in a sunroom, so this is where they're trying to come into. We've got the hub, or the outer portion of the wheel, that's going to go on here just like that. It should, yeah, it's going to push down inside a little bit. Something like that. And then we have the hub, keep calling this wheel, this is the tire. This here, my friends, is the wheel. This part is plastic, and this part is metal. Nice detailing on it, some little bitty bolt heads, and an air valve. That is really pretty cool. So let me see, we'll press on as long as we can, but before I do anything else, I need to get some hot water, boiling hot water, to put this in, because this will not go easily in here. You got to fight, maybe not fight, but you've got to work with this to get the wheel inside of here. So I will be back in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get water, get some hot water. I'll put this in there, we'll build up the other parts, and that should give me enough time to let this heat up to where I should be able to then push the assembled wheel into it. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with the hot water. Let's go ahead and put that right up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the wheel in, or the tire in, this side down, because that's the part that needs to be heated. And I've also heated the mug. Water just came out of the microwave, so it is boiling. It was literally boiling in the microwave. I'm going to pour water in there. It's not all going to quite fit, but that's in there now. So let's press on with what we've got to do. So first thing they want you to do is to take this part and put it onto here on the hub, this little hub cap, and there is a, there's a screw hole and a pin. This is metal. Pin is going to fit into this little hole here, so it's going to go on here like this. I can go ahead and set that down. That is a D-type screw. These are A's. I can't really put them in there because I did not put those away and mark them yet. So I'll just put them here. Oops, meant to put those in here where it's magnetic so that the screws will not wander away. Like I mentioned in the last video, it's really kind of cool that you use the same screws. Type A is type A is type A rather than type A for metal or type A for plastic. Makes it a lot easier to work with the screws. So we'll put this in there like that. Drop this screw down in here. Oops. And tighten it down good and snug. There, like that, so that it is now firmly on there and the Bat logo is now in place. We'll go ahead and set that here. Next thing we do is we take the metal piece here. We fit the rim into the wheel structure, 4 pins in the rim. Okay. So there are sockets in here for these pins, and I don't know that there's any specific way this is supposed to go in here other than those sockets have to sit onto the pins. So we'll put that on there like that. Nice solid clunk when it goes in there. And then we are going to put, again, 4 D-type screws. There's 3 and number 4. Interesting. Just looked at it. They're supposed to be all D-type screws in this section. Don't know why they provided A screws there. And since this is going into plastic, shouldn't matter. I missed it. Apparently I missed the socket because it was not tightening down. Okay. Once it's, nope, I missed again. When it's in place, the wheel keeps turning. Hang on. See if I can, no. Actually I can. That's got it. What I did was I looked at I could see the post from in here and I put it into the lug so that it would actually fit in place. That one's gone in. That one started. And I'm doing what I always do, which is getting them all started first before I tighten them down. So we'll tighten this all the way down. And then, rather than a paper towel, I'm going to get an actual towel to dry the towel with, or dry the wheel with. We have 4 more screws left, which we're going to need when we put this piece on. So I'm going to have to pause for a second. I don't have a towel handy. I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and I forgot. I actually have a blue towel right behind me. I also have the red towel behind me, but the red towel makes the camera do really weird things. So let's get this out of here. We'll move the wheel for a minute and just dry it as best we can. And I can feel it. This plastic is, it's rubberized plastic, a little bit of both, but this plastic is really hot. We want to make sure that this is to the, double check before I steer you wrong. So these lugs here are got on this side. So we need to push it in this direction, and what we're doing is going in a little bit of an angle. Not going to move the towel completely. I don't want to scuff the tire, but we're going in a little bit of an angle, and we're going to have to kind of pry this in here. Kind of work its way around. And actually, pushing it a little bit from the inside is helping. Okay, very close, very, very close. Okay, you can see it is all but on there, and I stopped fighting with it long enough for it that started to come back out. So there we go. Just get this lip around the outside and then push it into place. And it seats in there beautifully. I mean, look at that. And a little bit of, I will tell you, you're gonna get, or you might, I don't know for sure if you're going to. I got a little bit of scarring inside the wheel. But when you put this piece over top of that, that is going to cover that up completely. 4D screws are still there. Let's go ahead and move the towel over a little bit. We're going to put the lugs on. When I first saw these parts, I thought it was kind of odd to have the parts like this, because the tire, you know, this plastic rim on the tire wouldn't look right. But just realized there's the Schrader valve, the air valve, and there is where the hubcap is going to go on. So this part is to the inside. You'll never see it again. Let me make sure, got this lined up. That feels like it's going in. Nope, it's not. It's not going in. The screwdriver's too big. Get the next size down. The PHO. We'll do this again. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking this direction, lining up the lug with the hole, kind of guessing at where it's at. That is started. So we're going to do the same thing over here, except for it's going to be a little bit easier. Should just drop in there. Did not. It's because it's slightly off. I'm looking at the lug now. Off. There we go. Got that screw started. And just get all the screws started before I tighten it all the way down. There's no guarantee you'll get the slight indentations in the rubber that I did. But don't be upset if you do, because when you tighten this puppy all the way down, what's going to happen You can see it here. It's starting to pull. Come on, there we go. It's pulling the plastic down on there, which is pulling the rubber further in, making it perfect. Now see, there's a little lip here. You can see right here, the lip is outside. Pull it down, tighten it, and that little lip will be caught by the lip on the plastic part, making the tire perfect. Make sure everything is tightened. And there we go. There is the first of the rear wheels for the '89 Batmobile. If you'd like to get this, and I think I forgot to say this earlier, I apologize to Fanhome if I did. If you would like to get this for yourself, there is a link in the description. I'm putting this in just like that, just to set it in place, because later on when we're actually attaching this to the car, this is where the hub is going to go, and then these are going to get, probably my guess, these are just going to be push fit like they are now. But that is all there is to do in this build, or in this not this build, but in this stage. Sorry, my mind left me for a minute. And like I said, if you want to get this for yourself, there is a link in the description. There's one for the UK and the US site. They will link you straight over to Fanhome, where you can subscribe to the build yourself. I think it is a fantastic build. I think it looks really great, and I am looking forward to, as we build this, might need to armor all this a little bit. There's a little bit of scuff marks on there, but it looks fantastic. It's a great start to the build. Hope you're enjoying it. If you are, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my occasional mental pauses, which I try not to do, but you know, sometimes I can't help myself. I lose track of what I was going to say. With that, I am going to say, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. Go over and take a look and see what Fanhome's got for sale. And I'll see you in the next video or stream.